Hey everyone, it's Shotzi for the Rough Cuts on Sunday. I hope you've been having a great week. Today I'm going to be talking about a film that was made for television in 1984 by the BBC, Threads. This was, as some people have put it, Britain's answer to The Day After, which was done in the US in 1983. And what it basically talks about is this is a documentary style film. It's not a documentary, it's not a mockumentary, but it's shot and told in this style as if it were a documentary about what would happen if Britain, or more specifically, just one part of Sheffield, England, like working class, were to be struck by a nuclear bomb. Like what would happen if if there was a nuclear war to hail down on Britain. And it's just disturbing. This is a really, really disturbing feature. It begins, mundanely enough, pretty slow, just following everyday people. You have one couple who, like, the girl gets pregnant, so they're going to get married, and they're talking about the struggles that they might have, but they're going to be fine because they're together and all that jazz. Then you have, like, a young girl who's a student, and it's building up to where first it's just speculation that there might be a nuclear war, and then it seems more serious, like, oh my gosh, maybe this really is going to happen. So people start to go to the store, but it's really too late. There isn't enough provisions for anybody. And so then that kind of starts out as a panic, and then it becomes confirmed there is going to be a nuclear war. And so, of course, there's panicking in the streets. People start looting out of panic, but mostly taking food and everything. And then the bomb hits. Most people were out on the streets. They weren't prepared. And all chaos just breaks loose. So, like, some people, like, even the ones that, like, did go through preparations, they die. Most people die. And the projections that they have in this film were taken from apparently like some British government exercise of where they were thinking of actual deaths and injuries and short-term survivors for Britain at the time. And I think it was like they would estimate like 29 million people would die. There'd be like 7 million who were injured, 19 million short-term survivors who would soon after die. And it's just disturbing. Like, they would never be able to show this on regular television in the US. People would be up in arms over it. Like, Ted Turner tried to show it on TBS, but he couldn't get a sponsor, so he had to pay for it out of his own pocket to show it on his channel. That's how many people didn't want to touch it, because it's just that disturbing. It's very realistic how it's shown. You have like people and babies, pets dying, basically being fried and charred. Like, although from like a nuclear explosion, I would think they'd be more vaporized as opposed to charred. But in this, they're charred, just a lot of fire, devastation, and like one of the main characters that they follow, Ruth, it goes through like her pregnancy, the birth of her baby, and the raising of her daughter, and then the next cycle. And it's just, this is disturbing. It's really disturbing. I guess you could watch it if you want to. It's kind of long. It's almost 2 hours long. It is on YouTube. But it's disturbing. It's disturbing. So basically, if you ever like get caught up in a nuclear war, you're pretty much gonna die. If you're not going to die, then you're gonna end up doing like hard labor for the rest of your life. Everything's gonna become a police state. And yeah, good luck. Good luck. If you lived, you probably wish that you would have died. That's basically what this movie is talking about. That's kind of what it shows. That you're just better off dying in the initial explosion, because afterwards life will be hell. It'll be absolute hell. And even like 13 years later, after the blast, things have not gotten better. In fact, they've gotten worse on this. It's just, there's no hope. It's basically what this movie is saying. There's nuclear war. There is no winning. There is no hope. You're better off dead. So that's, yeah, so there shouldn't be nuclear war. I think that's the bottom line of this. And I just saved you 2 hours of images that you will never be able to erase from your mind. And yeah, so on that note, I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you all next time. And hopefully we will all see Adam next time as well. Right, Adam? Yeah. So have a great week. Bye-bye.